Calcutta Port, the only riverine port of India, was placed under the administration of the Port Commissioners on 17 October 1870. Beginning with Tamralipti and progressing through the colonial era, the rich maritime traditions of Bengal and its hinterland were ushered into the 21st century by the port of Kolkata. The sharp bends and bores and the heavily tidal nature of the river was a constant challenge for navigators and traders. In the absence of docks, ships used to work mid-river and on the jetties. The first impounded docks came up in Khidirpur, some 200 kilometers upstream of Sandheads in 1892, with the first English ship Lucy entering Khidirpur dock in the same year. The Commissioner's own railway line opened in 1875. Transit storage space was expanded and new warehouses were set up. The Bajbaj Petroleum Wharf, built in 1886, burnt down by fire in 1904, was revamped in 1914. With the opening of the Suez Canal and larger ships arriving, a new dock system, the King George's Dock, now named Netaji Subhas Dock, was opened in 1929. Between 1927 and 1929, Kolkata Port was the busiest of Indian ports, handling nearly half of the country's trade. In 1943, during the height of the Second World War, the port contributed to the city an abiding engineering marvel that is known the world over as Howrah Bridge and lately the Ravindra Setu. This mighty leviathan, the biggest land-based crane in Asia, was installed at King George's Dock in 1956. With the passage of time, there was a growing demand to accommodate larger ships requiring deeper river draft. The national planners chose to set up a deep drafted port facility at a relatively backward place called Holdia on the western bank of the river. A subsidiary dock system called Holdia Dock Complex came up in 1977, offering quicker turnaround of heavier vessels and a congenial gateway for core industries like oil, petrochem and fertilizer. HDC today offers an impounded dock system comprising 14 berths, including a mechanized coal handling berth and a lock entrance capable of handling Panamax vessels with beams up to 32.2 meters. The activities of the Kolkata Port Trust have always been geared to facilitate the best in terms of cargo handling and navigation. Both at KDS and HDC, new developmental programs have been undertaken, all with the aim of providing a competitive edge to regular users. Nepal and Bhutan are preferential clients for the Port of Kolkata. Both countries enjoy privileges in movement through Kolkata Port on a par with India. The container terminal at Kolkata Dock System is a hub of intermodal activity in the eastern hinterland. Out of more than 6 lakh TEUs handled every year by Kolkata Port, this terminal at KDS alone handles more than 5 lakh TEUs. It is aided by a parking yard of more than 1 lakh square meters, 1 internal CFS and 4 off-dock CFSs with a regular merry-go-round rail transfer service. The terminal has piloted the port to the 3rd position among all Indian ports in terms of container handling. The Port of Singapore Authority, represented by the regional operators Messrs. BKCT Private Limited, operates the terminal with the latest mobile harbour cranes, rubber-tired gantries and reach stackers. At Holdia too, berths 10 and 11 are part of a sprawling container parking yard at its own container terminal. Assisted by rail connectivity, it has the capacity to handle 0.3 million TEUs per annum. The impounded docks at Kolkata and Holdia are served by their own railway network for aggregation and evacuation of rail-borne cargo. Today, HDC is capable of handling about 25 million tons of rail-borne cargo, which is likely to go up to 40 million tons in the next 5 years. By introducing the weighbridge facilities inside the docks, the concerns of overloading have been addressed. Holdia and the Bajbaj terminal at Kolkata have riverine oil terminals for handling crude POL products, LPG and a variety of chemicals. IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, Reliance, MCC-PTA and HPL are some of the major clients for the port. Historically, pilotage on the Hooghly River has been a fearful and romantic challenge. To improve navigation drastically, over the years from the days of the semaphores. Kolkata Port has upgraded its navigational technology by leaps and bounds. Kolkata Port, a pioneer in introducing VTMS, has now upgraded the system by the latest state-of-the-art version, along with installation and commissioning of new radars, microwave links and RDF communication systems. In step with the demands of trade, Haldia has embarked on a number of capacity augmentation projects. The new liquid cargo handling jetty at Shalukkali, Outer Terminal 1 and 2, Floating Bath Jetty, Fly Ash Jetty, Coastal berths, augmented coal handling facility at berth 4, and most importantly, mid-sea transloading facilities will open up new horizons in cargo handling. Transloading, an innovative model for cargo transfer on high sea, will enable dry bulk cargo vessels to work at a draft of about 20 meters. Jindal ITF has already provided the required infrastructure like transloaders, daughter vessel tugs, etc. in preparation for carrying out transloading operations. Besides, 2 floating cranes at Sagar are to be deployed shortly for cargo lighterage operations between the mother vessels and barges. Mooring arrangements at sandheads at a draft of about 25 meters for transshipment of liquid cargo like POL are also being worked out. Land available with docks presents a vista of possibilities to the maritime investor. Major industrial players and multinational corporates have come ahead to take advantage of the prime lands, which can change the landscape of the port and trigger a new surge of industrial buoyancy in the region. ACL, Transworld Terminals, ETC Agro and Sonar Ship Management are few such clients that have shown active interest in utilizing the port's land resources. HDC is among the first to manage the land assets by the Geographic Information System. It has allotted 141 acres of land for port-based investment at Haldia to IWAI, BPCL, IOCL, Aegis Logistics Limited and Exide Industries. Kolkata Port is connected by National Waterway 1 to Allahabad. Besides, HDC connects to the northeast through National Waterway 2. IWAI has taken a long-term lease of about 61 acres of land under the Jalmarg Vikas Pariyojana for developing a multimodal inland waterway hub at Haldia. The deep-drafted Bhorsagar Port project is designed to accommodate vessels of 9-meter draft with a projected traffic of 7.5 mmTPA. A joint venture of the port and government of West Bengal, it can unfurl a new industrial era for the eastern hinterland. The dry docks at Kolkata dock system are amongst its strongest features and part of its glorious history. Standards of international maritime security as mandated by the government are maintained by the Port of Kolkata through the CISF and the Port Security Organization. The Ministry's ongoing initiative to introduce RFID in vehicular tracking will also be a boost to interoperable security in ports. Go Green is a pledge for the port. KOPT has installed a biodiesel dispensing unit at HDC. Solar energy is also being explored as an alternative to conventional sources of energy. At Kolkata, the riverfront and the nature park within the vicinity of KDS is a balm in the highly industrial environs of the city. Under the Swachh Bharat mission, several new gardening and landscaping initiatives have been undertaken. Kolkata Port is a forerunner in implementing a number of corporate social missions, imparting quality education, providing public utilities and healthcare, street lighting, improving public roads and beautification are only some of the initiatives. The Central Record Documentation Centre, set up in 2006, is a unique initiative among ports in India. The Hooghly and the port holds immense potential for cruise tourism and maritime research. The indenture memorial set up on the port embankment proudly, though painfully, recalls the days of the diaspora when hundreds of ships sailed from the river with migrant labour to distant colonial plantations. Kolkata Port, the only riverine port of India, is set to play a major role in giving a concrete shape to the dream of Make in India and participate in the government's cherished Sagarmala project.